how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. As you probably read from the title, today we're going to be taking a look at the Asrock RX 7800 XT. This is the Phantom Gaming variant, which I think looks really cool with these nice purple accents, and then with this kind of acrylic panel here. See the Phantom Gaming logo there. What's nice is the only Asrock branding is right here on this fan. Everything else is just branded Phantom Gaming, and I think this logo looks a lot cooler than Asrock. So you can see it's quite a large card. It's quite beefy. I'll show what it looks like in my PC later and some game performance as well. But for right now, we're just going to take a look at the physical aspects of it. Getting a bit of a closer look here, you can see that all the heat pipes are aluminum. Everything's aluminum here. Quite a large amount of heat pipes in there. The GPU die is right under here, right in the middle of these two fans, so that's getting very adequate cooling. As you can see, obviously it's a triple fan design. It has a nice metal backplate, which also helps with cooling, a little bit of heat dissipation. You can see more of the die there, so that's the back of that. I obviously, this warranty sticker's still here. I haven't opened this card up, not planning to, unless, I don't know, if this gets a lot of views or something, maybe I will. Do a little more in-depth of the actual hardware. As you can see, RX 7800 XT, 16 gigs of VRAM. I find that's completely adequate for this day and age. The 4070, the RTX 4070, that has 12, which is probably enough, but this I just got for the extra headroom because I am running a 1440p monitor, so it's a little bit extra headroom. I'm not planning on upgrading this anytime soon. So here, if we take a look here, the heat pipes extend throughout the card. This is all just cooling. That's why the reference design is only a dual fan design with it spread across these. You can see the board only extends to here, so the rest of this is just cooling, which I find very, very nice because the performance never throttles or anything like that just because of all this cooling. So if we take a look at the actual fans here, you can see the Phantom Gaming logo and then the Asrock logo in the middle. So these two fans are identical. You can see Asrock has their kind of fan design where the left and right fans spin clockwise, and then the middle one spins counterclockwise, which you can see by the fan blades, the direction of the fan blades. They have this like kind of red and blue contrast, which makes sense with the overall purple theme. This acrylic here lights up. I think the LEDs you can kind of see, maybe. I don't know. I haven't been able to find the actual LEDs, but they're in there. You can see it's a dual 8-pin. It's a dual 8-pin power intake, and then that's pretty much it for all the physical. Oh yeah, display outputs, you have 3 DisplayPort and then 1 HDMI, which is completely plenty. Any modern monitor will have all those. So all the DisplayPorts, I believe, are DisplayPort 2.1, which really helps it future-proof. Obviously, there's no monitors with that out today, but it's a lot better than NVIDIA's offering, which is only on all their cards, their 4000 series, it's only DisplayPort 1.4a, which has significantly reduced specs, so I'll pull those up. Now, if we take a look at the specifications here, you can see that DisplayPort 1.4 has noticeably less bandwidth than DisplayPort 2.1, which is really helpful for driving higher-end displays, better encoding. Just DisplayPort 2.1 is better overall, so I'm really glad they have that on these cards, all of their 7000 series. Moving back to the card here, I'm going to install this into my PC, and then we can take a look at how it looks in an actual system, all the lighting and all that, and then some game performance too. Alright, so we got the card installed in my PC now. Here's how it looks. So this is in the Fractal North, it's a great little case. If you don't know it, it has these nice wood accent panels on the front, and then this nice gold button too. But here's how it looks in the system. You can see the acrylic there. You will notice that it does go behind this panel here. So panel here, so you can't push it straight in on this case. You have to kind of maneuver it in a little bit. But I think any case that doesn't have this and has, I think it's about 300 millimeters of clearance, maybe a little more for a GPU, it'll fit just fine. So it's big, it's a long card, but you don't have to worry about it too much. Moving over here, see this is, I think, I don't know if you'd consider it a 2.5 or triple slot card, but it definitely extends down there. It only attaches at these two slots, but it definitely takes up those bottom ones, although there is still clearance on this motherboard specifically for the two bottom slots, so if my camera will focus, yes, there is clearance there. So yeah, let's turn the system on now, and you can see how it looks. So, forget about the power switch. So, flicking it on here, you can see the lights now. I don't think I'm getting any errors, that's good. So you can see those lights. You can see the LEDs just run along the bottom. There's nothing at the top, but you know, it's just acrylic there, so there's nothing really for them to go. So yeah, now let's move on to the game performance. Alright, so here we are in Forza Horizon 4, running at everything maxed out. Let's take a look at the settings here. So here you go, so 165 FPS lock, 1440p, and then everything is at ultra or extreme, whichever the maximum is. 8x MSAA, XAA, all that is on. So let's go back into the game here. See the FPS overlay over here, averaging about 100, anywhere like 130 in this little forest area. This is in the fall season, so obviously there's some more leaves on the ground and all that. But yeah, just driving around here, it's perfectly smooth, buttery smooth. You'll probably see some tearing because obviously this frame rate is much higher than a YouTube video. But yeah, we're very steady at easily above 100 FPS, usually more. Actually, pretty much all the time more. No dips into the 90s or anything like that. And a nice feature about this card is because it's a 7000 series card. I'm just gonna pause this here. You can use AMD settings here and turn on fluid motion frames. And what that does is essentially it works like the DLSS 3 frame generation, but it doubles your frames. So again, this probably won't show up on video, but it is definitely noticeably smoother. I'm already getting such high frame rate that it doesn't really matter, but for games where you're getting lower frame rates, like anything with ray tracing, I'll load something with that up in a second just to demonstrate, but anything like that where you may need the higher frame rate, it really helps and it's really noticeable. Alright, so we've got Quake 2 RTX loaded up here, which, obviously, maybe it's not the first game you think of, but that's just the one I had installed right now. So we're going to change the renderer to RTX, and then it'll relaunch, and then we can take a look at the ray tracing performance. So here we are in the game. See, FPS-wise, it's like 40-ish FPS, which is, not the best, but this is also very heavily ray traced. You can see the glass here is, the reflections there are very impressive. Moving the camera around, all the light bounces look absolutely incredible. Again, you might see some tearing here. This is not present in person. It's just because the video doesn't sync perfectly. Yeah, all the lighting looks absolutely incredible. Switch back to the regular renderer, and then see how that looks. So here we are, regular render. See, we are now locked at 1000 FPS, so very, very smooth. This is probably the smoothest thing I've ever seen, honestly. And again, you're going to see some tearing. This is not present in person, but yeah, you can just see the lighting. If we go back to this window here, it doesn't do the reflections. I'm just gonna switch between them here. All right, should switch, and then you can see the light there is just absolutely incredible. And I think this with an older game like this, adding that difference is it's massive. So if we break the glass too, you can see the light, how that bounces off the walls too, and how the even off the guy here. Let's switch between them again. Home menu. Let's go back here. And yeah, so it's just not as lit up. It's not as, this light, it's not as good. Just, all the bounces are just not as good. I think that's going to be it for my review of this card. Again, Asrock Phantom Gaming 7800 XT. Obviously, I don't have affiliate links or anything, but I guess I can throw a link if you want to, if you're interested, into the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, make sure to like, comment. I will be announcing something very special soon, so make sure to look out for that. Alright, everyone. See you in the next one. Peace.